Today, we're going to take a look at the best case scenario for the Republicans in the upcoming governor's election. This is going to be quick. We'll start by plugging in the obvious safe states. These should be over a 10% margin or not competitive. As always, this is just the best reasonable case scenario. We're not going to get too crazy. This is going to assume Republicans get it together a little bit and they have a little more success than expected. But they're not going to get an under 10 in California. In Colorado, their candidate not going to get the job done there either. So Republicans not going to really pick up any crazy states here. But they're also going to get the margins on their own side into double digits in places like Texas and Florida. And even in the Northeast, we've got New Hampshire hitting 10%. Now, after we get all that out of the way, we'll go down to the likely states. These should be between a 5 and a 10% margin or are semi-competitive. First for the Dems, it's going to be Minnesota. If it is Klobuchar against Lindell, then Republicans still might not even get this under 10, but we're going to say it's high single digits just to be nice. Illinois could also dip down just under 10 in this rematch. It's going to be similar on the East Coast to New York, Pennsylvania, Connecticut, and Rhode Island. If they get under 10, I think it's only going to be by a point or two at most. Now, the likely states for the Republicans. We've got just a couple. First, it's Alaska and Nevada. The state I took up to safe from likely is Kansas. If they have a really good night, I think it could just hit about 10%. One more state here, it's Ohio. Here, I think Ramaswamy would get it just up to about 5 to 6%. Other than that, there's not much to say about any of these ratings. Now, we'll go through the rest one at a time. Lean are under 5%, tilt are 1% or less. Let's start in Oregon. This one is going to go leans for the Dems, Tina Kotek. It is a rematch, but in this environment, it's going to be too much of an uphill climb. I think it would just barely get down under 5%. Then it's Arizona. Here, I think Andy Biggs would barely be able to flip the state by 1 or 2%. Then we've got New Mexico. If Republicans have a good night, I think they could possibly get it down under 5. Next, it's Iowa. Here, I think Zach Lane would defeat Rob Sand by at least 4 or 5%. Then we've got Wisconsin. Here, Tom Tiffany. For right now, I'm going to keep it at leans. In Michigan, I think John James would defeat Jocelyn Benson by at least 1%. Not going to be by much, but it is enough for Republicans to get it with a lean rating. In the Northeast corner, it's Maine. Here, Republicans are going to come up short. Dems are going to hold on here with Hannah Pingree. Last state is Georgia. Here, Rick Jackson is going to take down Keisha Lance Bottoms. He's going to get it with a lean rating. That means we've got Republicans with 30 seats, Dems with 20. I think Republicans would be extremely satisfied with this map, but we'll see what happens over the next few months. Let me know in the comments. Do you agree with this map? Do you disagree? Let me know what you think down below on your way out. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Join if you'd like to support the channel. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.